Hello guys, welcome to another live stream. It's been a while since I've made the donut last time. So that's what I'm gonna do in this live stream. I'm gonna make the donut again. And also because today I haven't done it. And every day I do it at least once. So I'm gonna get started. Okay. Generate subdivision. Grab this. Let me see. Okay. Man. Shrink wrap. Then the solidify. And then subdivision. There you go. It's pretty good. I'm gonna hide this inner part. And we can start working on this. Let's see, before that, we can have to turn on, what is it called? So, gotta learn this snap tool. Snap during transform. The magnet, the thingy. Okay. So, it's ready. Just gonna make some adjustments. Okay. What's that? Huh. Okay. It's like, what happened? Turn off proportional editing. Is this proportional editing? Yeah, okay. So I wasn't sure if I got the name right. And okay. I'm not really gonna make a lot of detail. Not really, because it's kind of late. I usually like doing that in the morning more. I mean, I guess I could do it also right now, but I'm not feeling like it. Okay, I'm gonna go. I guess we could do a little bit more to not make it so boring. Put another one right next to it, and then we do a big one here. 4 vertices going down, and then scale. Choose the ones in the middle. Go down. Scale that. Okay, that looks different. I usually do that, but without thinking sometimes, and now I maybe kind of know how to make it. Okay, that's good. And then just keep going. It's okay. Yeah, it looks decent, actually. more detail than some of the ones that I've done. I mean, different variations of the icing dripping down. This one I'm gonna make it very long down, going down, very long path. Swarovski. And I'm gonna have another one here doing the same thing, kinda. If there's anybody on chat, then welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, think that'll do. Honestly, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna save it on desktop. Okay, there you go. And then now, what I'm gonna do? Should I make some detail in here? Let's see, Alt H. And then we can work on some of these. Not sure, like. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna make too much detail inside, but some. I'll make some. Make this one a little bit longer than the other one. And yeah, I mean, don't need to do too much there. Save. And after that, I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, something happened. Or actually, I moved it. I think. Yeah, so that's fine. Just gonna check if there's anything wrong. There could be something wrong there. No, it's part of the way it's. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Okay, so now what I do is do the shrink wrap from the icing to the donut and apply it. And after that, I have the solidify already almost made. Go to edge data, do a crease inner. So it looks like the icing is more attached to the donut. Because if we didn't have that, then look, this will be the difference. It looks like that without the crease, and then we put in the crease, and that's more attached to the donut, which is good. That's pretty nice. So then after doing that, I apply this, then increase this to 2, and apply it. And we should have twice the detail. No, it's like 4 times maybe. I don't know. I'm not too sure on the numbers on those things. Um. So now we can go ahead and start sculpting. And the thing that I'm always doing here is the inflate tool first on the icing from the bottoms, or I guess you could do also the sides here. And yeah, that's inflated. Sometimes you actually want to exaggerate it so that people can draw their attention to the donut that way. Because you do it very little, it's not going to be noticeable. Sometimes you do want to exaggerate it. There you go. Do the same thing here. And here, there's going to be a lot this time. Oh, that's okay. I was like, oh, that's too much. No, not really. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me and my mic is working. Oh, that's fine. Nice. Good. Damn, there's still a lot of these. Thought I was almost finished. Oh, just that one. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a mask. Brush, front faces only, strength to 1, and then go ahead and start painting the mask. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Just gonna make this. So you'll see what I'm gonna do with this if you haven't seen this step. Go around between these drips. Masking this. Okay. Okay. Good. Now we're gonna invert this by doing Control I. Invert it, and so we have this. Now I can choose mask, smooth mask, and I learned the trick, which is Shift Spacebar, Alt 0, and it gives you the what is this tool? I actually don't know what it's called. Mesh filter. Okay. So then I drag this out, and it makes it look like that. And yeah, so object mode, going back. So now the icing looks like that. I know it could look a little bit exaggerated, but that's what I'm going for. So now we can actually start to change this to cycles, GPU, and turn this off. Noise threshold. I'll turn on the denoiser 10, 1000. Then gonna make the well. For that, I want to actually change the world lighting. So we're gonna get rid of the light, and then we're gonna put a color, sky texture, make this 2.5. Air and dust, I like it to be 3, and sun rotation -89. I do know these settings already because I've done this like a bunch of times. Medium high contrast, -2 on the exposure, and we'll go back to the icing and we'll make a new material for it, which is going to be the pink icing. So select the color pink, go to subsurface, weight 1, change the radius 1 to everything, and then scale 0.005. And then after that, we're going to do the image texture of the donut. So then base color, we choose a new image texture, new. We're going to call this donut base. Choose the color. It's going to be very bright. I think that's a pretty good color for it. So I chose it. And then we go to texture paint. Zoom out of this. Select this drop thing. Boom, boom, go back. Saturation less. It's wider. And then we select this by /. Boom. So it's pretty good. And now just keep going down so you can actually see it when the icing is on it. And there might be this kind of imperfection. So we just go over it, painting over it, and that's good. It's pretty good. Now we gotta actually save this image, and I'm gonna do that on the desktop. Save as desktop, and boom, boom, boom. And to save that image, you go here and then Alt S. That's if you're gonna change it again or you're gonna make sure it saves. So we go back to layout, and that's how it looks like. you could see a bit like faint white part in the middle, but that's good. That's what I was going for. So now what we can do, we can make the table or the counter. I'm gonna scale this plane. Need to make it pretty big size like this. And then what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go to shading while selecting the plane, and then join areas. Boom, boom. We're gonna make new. Drag this out. Image texture. I'm gonna open it, and I already know where it is. Base color. Choose the roughness. Make it go down to about 0.2, and then drag it out. Image texture. Have it there, and then 8K roughness, and then choose non-color data right there, and then drag the normal here, image texture again, then open 8K, which is the name of the folder, I guess. Roughness normal, and then normal, and then again non-color data. Shift A, convert not converter vector normal map. Boom, and then that should be set up correctly. So I'm gonna go back to layout. Now I'm gonna work on the geometry nodes. So join areas, boom, boom. Well, first of all, I'm gonna be organizing this environment. Boom. I haven't actually joined these two together, so I'm gonna do the Control P, keep transform, and then select this, make a new collection, which is gonna be called donuts. See if it makes it down there. Yep, donuts. There you go. Make a new collection. We're gonna call this sprinkles, and then do this twice. 1, 2. Well, selecting that, and we're gonna call this one brown. This other one we're gonna call it long, and I'm gonna make the round sprinkle already. It's gonna be a UV sphere, and see 32. We can do that half of that right now. We can do half of that. We don't need that much geometry if it's gonna be that small. So 0.01 radius, boom. Control A, scale, right click shift, shade smooth. And now we can actually select the icing. We're gonna start working on the geometry nodes. Point, distribute points on faces, then join geometry. We're gonna drag this out and connect it here, boom. And so open this, shift A, instance on points. Go back on sphere, drag it out, boom, connect here, and they should appear. Now we need to change it to Poisson disk, drag this over here, make some room, and so we're gonna actually select the icing, 7 for top view, we're gonna shift, no, it's actually Control Tab, weight paint, and then we're gonna paint where we want the sprinkles to be. So I'm painting pretty much on the top. Then I'm gonna do like boom boom, like somewhere over here. Like you can be very creative with this if you want to, but I'm just gonna do like this. Object mode. Now I'm gonna change the name of the data vertex group, which is gonna be called sprinkle density. I can actually go to the wrench and the modifiers. I'm gonna call this round sprinkles because I already know I'm gonna call this round sprinkles, and later we're gonna be making another one of these that's called long sprinkles. So now what I can do, or what I'm gonna do, is select everything, scale, 0.1, shift A, scale, because that's the correct scale of the donut. It was too big. And now you're seeing sprinkles. Well, that's because we have to do still some other steps. Name, attribute. Okay, and then sprinkle density. We're gonna drag this density max, connect it here. We're gonna shift A, utilities, math, put it there, and this is gonna be set to multiply and 1000. So now we got the round sprinkles, but honestly I want them to be bigger, so I'm gonna put twice the size there. Not that big. You can do 1.5. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's go to render view so we can see that. Okay, now I'm gonna select the donut. I'm gonna be adding a subsurface also in this one. 1.01. Oh, we're gonna do more. We can actually, but I'll do it later. Once I make it the other sprinkles, we can duplicate this. Shift D over there. Now I can start making the other sprinkles. I'm gonna put them there. Actually, I could put them over here. Yeah, that's better. So Shift A, mesh, cylinder, depth, radius 0.001, vertices 12, dot 1. Move this up. Tab. Move this up. And now we're gonna go to edge mode. Shift Alt. Yeah. And then Control B. Boom, boom. Shift. Shades mode. I mean. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna place it on the long sprinkles so we can start putting them in that collection. So this one, I am gonna call it the small one because it's the smallest one. Shift D, X, and then tab. We're gonna be editing these sprinkles pretty much. Boom, boom. Oh, I forgot to name this one. Medium. Okay. It's gonna be large. And finally, the last one. This one's the special one because it's gonna be actually modified a little bit more than the other ones. We're gonna apply a, but before that, let's select every single sprinkle, and we're gonna be shift right click, set origin to geometry. There you go. That's set up correctly. And now modifier, add modifier, generate. Oh, it's actually deform, simple deform band, and apply. Boom. And now they look like this. So select all the sprinkles, rotate 90 degrees on the x-axis, Control A, apply the rotation, and now we have our sprinkles. I'm gonna choose the sphere. I'm gonna put it together already because I need it to be together with the other. Wait, actually, I could do this much easier. I just learned something that I knew before the other day. So we can actually do snap to selection to cursor, and then I can just move it where it is, and it's much easier to do it. Okay, so now actually choose the other donut, delete this, and we're gonna make this, click this to make it another one. We're gonna call this long sprinkles. Call this long sprinkles. And we're gonna bring the collection of long sprinkles. We're gonna connect it here. Now something is wrong. And sometimes this might happen. So I'm gonna see what's going on with this. Long sprinkles. Okay. For some reason it also deleted the sprinkles on the other one, which it shouldn't have happened. So we're gonna bring this again, connect it here. Now, hey, why is my Pringles right there? Well, we have to do some stuff for it works correctly, which is select separate children, reset children, and then pick instance, and it's gonna put them right there. Just focus on that. Okay. So now, what you need to do to straighten them up or move them the way they're supposed to be is rotation in the rotation. Now, to make it look better, Shift A, Utilities, Rotation, Rotate, Rotation. Boom. And now, we're going to drag this out, random value, tau, and then I'm going to give it some more rotation. There you go. Okay. I'm going to keep saving this so it doesn't crash and then do it all over again. So now we can either do the plate or we can do the but I think I'm gonna make the colors on the circles. Shading, period, new object info, random, connected to base color, converter, color ramp, boom. Then we're gonna click on that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Control L, link materials, and now they all have the same materials. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make some gold ones and some other colors. Okay, so for this, I'm gonna drag this one over here. I'm gonna give this one a goldish color. This one I actually don't know, so blue. I'm gonna do the basic ones. Red, green, blue. This is okay. For some reason my mouse is working weird. Like every time I click, it's like it's like a weird feeling when you click. Okay, so there's the donuts. Now the gold and white ones, we want to make them metallic, so we're going to do this way. So metallic roughness, put 0.2, and that's how they all look like. So to make only the gold ones and white ones look metallic, and the other colors have some roughness, which is 0.2. I don't know how to say it. How does that look? Uh, it's called um, forgot, but yeah, this is how you do it to make them look that way. We're gonna delete the green, blue, and white. Green, blue, and white. Now the gold, that's gonna be white because we actually want that to be red as oh, like a value, you know, like a one value. So white. And then the other one, that's gonna be black, dark. It's gonna be dark. Then we plug this into the metallic, and voila! Only the gold and white are being shown as metallic, and we can see this on the rendered view better. Um, yeah, it still needs a little bit more tweaking so this can look better. But yeah, let's go back to material preview and Shift Control D. That's how you do that, and then select this one, and then make it the darkest before the darkest. Select the other one, and then make that one a lighter, like something like that, and then connect that to the roughness. And I'm gonna show you what that does. Actually, I don't know what this look. I forgot the name of this look on this sprinkle. It's like um reflection. So it has less. It has less roughness. It's more reflective, and You'll see what I'm talking about in a bit. So for those, we can when we change this value, the look on those sprinkles changes. And then when we change the other value, the look on the metallic sprinkle changes. The more we give it, the more reflective. So yeah. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna put some surface on the sprinkles now, though. So just so you see the change on that, go to render view, subsurface, and it's gonna actually do it for all of them because they're all linked together. Weight 1, radius 1, and we're gonna do 0.001. And voila. So without it and with it, you don't really notice it, but it gives it a more soft kind of look, like how those kind of things look like. For the sprinkles, it's like you can even not only look at that, but actually touch it. If you've ever eaten a donut and you touch a sprinkle and then you smash it, it feels like smooth, like, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm gonna drink some water because I'm getting a little bit dehydrated. Okay, so now we can make the plate. So to make the plate, it's a circle, but I don't want to make it on any of these collections, so I'm gonna do Control C to go back and select environment. And I'm gonna make it in the environment actually. So 100 vertices. I'm gonna go not so high res this time. So then 0.14, the size. Okay, tab, extrude, go up, scale, extrude, scale, extrude, go up, scale, and then Alt, left click, F to make a face, and then 2 for edge mode, Alt, well, it's already selected, and then Shift, Alt, and select these other ones, Control B, and 4 segments. So I just do the scroll wheel up, and then boom. And then we exit out of that, and then we're gonna make a solidify modifier on this. Solidify. It's gonna be 0.004, and edit mode again. Oh wait, before that we gotta apply it. Edit mode, and there you go. You see the difference. It's applied, and it actually is there applied. Control B, and then if you don't, yeah, there you go. If you don't do C also, and then left click, and what I'm gonna do, select all with A, mesh, merge by distance, and it took away 100 vertices that were doubled and weren't needed. And now what I'm gonna do, select the plate, select the donuts, and then move this up. Okay. So I might leave the plate actually white, or I might make it a little bit yellow. Most times I've done that, and I'm gonna put some subsurface on this. 001. Okay. So how does this look in render view? Okay, it actually looks pretty good, man. Usually I see some imperfections on the plate, but this one looks good. Now, yeah, I like that. Yep, I'm gonna keep that color. Perfect. Now, I did 0 to go back to the camera like this. I'm gonna do shift tilde and move the camera to where the donuts are. So that we have it on where it's supposed to be. Boom. Okay. Now I'm gonna rotate this donut so it doesn't have the same rotation as the other one. Okay. Select the camera, viewport display, make it smaller. Select this, which is counter. Call it counter, and then this I'm gonna call it plate. And I did not name the other sprinkles, which is for some reason. Well, okay, this is the bent one. Let's go see it. Nope, that's not the bent one. That's large. Did it change color? Well, that's funny. I just named it and it changed color for some reason. This is large and this is bent. Isn't that interesting? Well, you don't see that every day, do you? Okay, so what I was gonna do was gonna Shift D, R, X, 90, duplicate this and move it back. This is gonna be the backsplash. The backsplash. Okay, backsplash. There you go. And now, what I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna make some more donuts here. Duplicate this, move it up. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, and then rotate this. Rotate this one. Oh wow, the same rotation. I was trying to go for a different look, but it just made the same rotation. Okay, so this time, let me see. I think I should add a donut actually in front because we need something to focus for the depth of field. So there you go. Rotate this on the X, down, boom. Yes. Okay. All right. And it's floating. Go down. There you go. Keep saving this file because I really don't want to crash and then have to do everything from the beginning. Okay. So there you go. I can actually add the big sprinkles right now, to be honest. So I'm gonna do that. Mesh sphere. Gonna make that bigger times two. I mean, more detail. Smaller. Shift. Right. Click. Shade smooth. And make it different. I'm just gonna make it as an orange, not some subsurface. 0.001. And after that, I'm gonna select it here and then duplicate this. Snap to selection to cursor. There we go. That's the easier way, honestly. And I advise that. Okay. It's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna make the box. or the cube, I guess. G, B, snap it there. Tab, select this face. We're gonna be moving this face. It involves a lot of uh buttons, like moving stuff. So for example, this I had to actually go into tab first, edit mode, and then select this face, G, B, select this corner, and then snap it here. So it involves a lot of movements, but I guess you get used to it. Uh, and more if you're doing the same thing every time. Okay, now I'm gonna be deleting this face and the one at the bottom too. And then this face, I'm gonna do an insert, delete it, the face, and now we got some sunlight going in. It's like a window. Now, we're gonna check the normals. Face orientation. Oh no, the inside is red. That's bad. Select the box. Uh, edit mode. A for everything. All. Shift N. Inside. Boom. Fixed. It's good. It's, yeah, fixed. Now, turn that off. Select the box. We'll call this white wall. So I'm making a material for that. But on also, I'm gonna add a material slot, and then I'm gonna make it dark wall. I'm gonna make this from diffuse BSDF. Andrew said that it it's less heavy on the computer in some way. So select this face right here, then click that wall, choose this, and then assign. Boom. And now it looks like this. So after that, I'm gonna be adding some lights. So area light, RY 90, scale down, boop, 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 move it up. And then we're gonna make this less powerful because it's very powerful right now. So make it go down to 600. Make this yellowish because it really goes with the vibe. And not with the vibe, but I don't know, the colors. Shift A, light area, scale down, and move it down because if it's up here, and then it goes through, and then it's actually even some light. I'm gonna make this 3. I'm gonna make this maybe yellow too this time. I'm gonna change it a little bit. So this is how it looks like now. Oh, it's finished. It looks good. No, not really. There's still a lot of things. For example, let's add some depth of field. Select this drop. What is it called actually? Eyedropper. Oh man, I really wanted to say eyedropper, but I was like scared, or not scared, but embarrassed if I would say it wrong. And then select this sphere. Boom. It's gonna be, or actually should be selected to the icing. Maybe it's better. So yeah, now it has some depth of field, which looks pretty nice with that. In this render, well, maybe I should add something. Yeah, I'm gonna add append something on this one this time also. So file, append. That's how we add objects, and it's on my, where is it? Polygon assets, mortar and pestle. Candles. I can do the mortar and the plant. I've been doing that too much though. It's kind of getting old to do that same thing. Okay. So now let's see. Where is it in the picture? Wait. Okay. But over here, you don't really see it. Oh. Okay. And we're gonna also be adding the plant. I don't know why it doesn't show it here if I've been opening the folder a lot. Um, but whatever. Polygon assets, Mortal, plant Monstera. That's how the plant is called. Don't ask me why. I didn't make it. I didn't name it. Uh, wireframe. I'm gonna place this up. So it doesn't go through the mesh. Boom. And then place it on the. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Good thing it resets every time you open Blender. Sometimes I don't really know if I click something and then it changes how something works. Oh, this is very small. I mean the cube for this plant, I guess. Or maybe not. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. This is actually not so. But the only problem is that it's gonna be very close to the camera. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, if I was doing this for real, then it wouldn't be fine. I would take my time to, you know, do the details. But since this is like a practice thing for every day, that's why, you know. Okay. And sometimes I do think about it. Like sometimes I've been doing this. I mean, when I do it, I spend more than 2 hours. Sometimes, maybe. This time, I don't know how long it has been, and we're gonna probably make a render now. Pretty sure. Yeah. And we're making a render because we're gonna use that in the compositor to make the uh, streaks and the fog glow, which is gonna be on the. It's gonna be focused. With the threshold, it's gonna be focused more on the icing that looks metallic, and the stuff that I guess picks it up also. It's just gonna pick it up a little bit. Not the other stuff, not really. But since it's very shiny, the metallic sprinkles, I guess that's how you know. Start to think. I need more sprinkles with the other type of sprinkles, and this one also. I want this one to have that. Okay, now we can do the render. Okay, fine. There you go. So yeah. Oh man, I was gonna change the color, but then I'll change it later. We'll just do the compositing, and then we could just change the colors on the donuts. Um, I wonder how it would look like if I actually made the plate glow. Cause I've done it before for the icing of a donut, but I haven't done it to the plate or anything else. I feel like that was 40 minutes so far, or 30. Is it too bad? I wonder if someday I can actually do this in 20 minutes. That would be insane. Maybe I could do it in 20 minutes. Who knows? gonna stretch my hand. I think I have carpal tunnel on my left hand. Okay, it's almost done. It's rendering 870. It's rendering 1000 samples, which it says that it has 11 seconds left. So it's gonna be a 2 minute and 30-second render of one frame. And the crazy thing is that in games, you get more than one frame per second. You get in Fortnite performance mode 400 frames per second or something like that. Isn't that crazy? Okay, now we got that. We go to compositing, use nodes, control shift, left click, boom, B, 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 and we can close this with N. There you go, nice. And then let's put the viewer up here. I'm used to doing it that way. Oh, just messed up there. And no, it's filter. Glare, put it up here. High, and then every time it's different. So sometimes I might put 30, 31, 21, something like that. Let's put 20 this time, and put mix one. Okay, wait. 10, 15. So you see how a little bit of the donut, the icing is doing that? We don't actually want that. We actually only want the metallic sprinkles to get it. So I'm going higher and higher on the threshold to see what it suits it better. So I guess 20 was actually on point. Yeah, it's pretty good. And now we're gonna shift control D, boom, and this is gonna be the fog glow. So let's first get a color, mix color, put it up here, plug this over here, drag this here, and let's actually put here add. Boom. We'll go down. Okay, so color. Change this to fog glow. There you go. Now we got the fog glow. Go down. See what happens. So the less we give it, the less streaks we actually see, and the more fog glow we actually see. So 0.1, 0.01, and that looks pretty good. 0.01 has been my choice for a long time now. Like doing like that way. Mix color. Do another one here. Plug this down here. I could have actually duplicated that and didn't have to go through all that trouble. Plug it there, and then plug it here, so we can have it there. Okay, go to 3D viewport, render it, and we're gonna do always. So this is cool because you can see in real time what's happening up here. You couldn't do that before, but now you can actually do that. So for example, I'll show you. Let me see. Turn it off. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that easily. Oh yeah, that you're gonna be able to see. So in the bottom, you see that streak going up and down. So no streak, and then a lot of streak effect. So actually, let me see. Why is it so low though on the fog glow too? Maybe I don't know. It's interesting. Oh, okay. I can see it on this one right here. I can see the change. Okay. So we're gonna give it 0.3. How does that look? Versus 0? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, 0.3 is good. And then we're gonna give this some lens distortion. So Shift A, transform, lens distortion, boom. And this is gonna be 0.01. This is what it does. Boom. It crashed. It actually crashed in the live stream. So you see why all the time I'm actually saving it because I didn't want that. Was preventing that from affecting my work. So if I didn't save uh, every now and then, I would have lost everything that I've done. So now I gotta make another render, guys. So I will be back though. I'm gonna go to the restroom and I'll be back. Okay, I promise. Alright, so the render's finished. Now we can get back to the compositor. Grab this, put it there. Nice. So the only thing is gotta put the lens distortion again. 0.01. And again, this is what it does. For some reason, it crashed the render. I don't know why. 0.01. And then 0.005 on the chromatic aberration. If you put too much, that's how it kind of look like. And then fit. Boom. Boom. And then the last thing is the animation, of course. Select there. We're gonna make an empty, but it's gonna be a sphere. Why? Ask Blender Guru. Well, he said it was the most useful one in this scenario, so yeah. Control P, join them, transform, and then select that empty. Go to the last frame. Actually, let's make this 160 so it's less frames. Go to the last frame, 160, and then K, rotation, and then go to the first frame. Rotate this up, and then K, rotation. We don't need the Y or the Z axis of that. And then let's go to not timeline, graph editor. Hit home. You're gonna see this, and you can actually adjust this by clicking Control, and then clicking middle mouse, and then dragging it with the mouse, and then choose this one, rotate it. Well, actually, this is how it looks like. Hold on. That's how it looks like with no edit on the graph. And then when you edit this, so it looks faster in the beginning and then smooth after. This is how it looks like. Boom. So it's fast and then slow. And boom. You know? So again, that's how it looks like without editing it. And with a simple rotation, you get this. I mean, not what I mean the rotation of the graph, but yeah, never mind. So also we're gonna do some scale. What are these called? Frame, frame, frame keys, keyframes. Yeah, keyframes. There you go. Okay, so the last frame, K, scale. The first frame, we're gonna scale this down about there. K, scale, and this is how it looks like. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, actually, go back. I think that one's done. We're gonna scale a little bit less this time. Scale, and that's how it looks like. We can actually also change the scale graph, but we have to go through some stuff, which is gonna be hiding the rotation so we can focus on the scale. Click normalize, and here we have three graph lines, three what would you call it? Graphs? Graph lines? Well, it's individually independent for every axis on the scale. So X, Y, Z. But you can click, you can drag and select everything. Rotate it, make it look like the other graph. Scale, you can actually also scale it. So after doing that, you get it with the result of this. Que chingonera, que chingón, que chingón. Okay, now that's how it would look like, kind of, if it rendered. But um, you can see there's a lot of noise and it's not rendered fully. That's why it looks bad on the left, because it's not rendered. You need to actually render all those frames individually if you want to see the result of this. But after everything done, let's do a render. But wait, let me do it on the last frame. Here you go. Nice frame. And then render. And we're gonna take a look when it finishes rendering. So you can see how it looks like. Okay? And I really appreciate if there's someone watching this, give this video a thumbs up, honestly. And subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Really appreciate that. I honestly feel always like I forgot to do something. Maybe this time I didn't even forget to do anything on the donut. Because sometimes it's the depth of field. What else? Sometimes it's doing the subsurface on the sprinkles or the donut. So yeah, but I'm becoming better at doing this some way every time. It's getting harder to make it look better, but maybe I should research a little bit more and look at other tutorials to make this look better. But I have something planned, or I've been wanting to do something for Halloween, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a donut for Halloween. I think I should because I've been getting a lot of practice on how to do this, so I should do Halloween stuff on that. Yeah. So 600, 700 frame. I mean samples, not frames. Just waiting for it to apply the denoise so I can like zoom and show you guys how it looks like. Actually, I should change it to my desktop so you can see that. Yeah. Then I'll put it on my desktop. But before I do that, I also wanted to do something that I wanted to do from the beginning, which was make the plate glow. And to do that, you need a translucent node and an emission node, and you plug it into the material output with the mix shader, and it works. I might change my mind about this render being on my desktop this time. So image, save as. I'm gonna put it on the desktop, and let's take a look. This was the last time yesterday that I did the donut. That's how it looked like. I did the emission on the big sprinkles here. So this is how it looks like this time. Oh, this donuts. They're all pink. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And let's take a look. Yeah. Okay. Think I'll go to shader. Oh, I thought it was gonna freeze for a moment. Shading. I'm gonna see if I want to do this actually. So I can always go back. Uh, material. No, render. I'm gonna do it on render view. Select this. We can actually delete this. Do a emission and translucent BSDF. And now we can get a mix shader. Let's plug in these both here. And we're gonna make it green. Yeah, why not? We're gonna make it green. And I'm gonna copy and paste the hex on the other one. So it's the same color. And after that, you plug this into the surface and boom. So you can actually make this a lot more stronger so it looks like that. Yeah. Nice. To be honest, it's pretty hard to choose a value on this. 7? Okay, I'm gonna go with 7. Man, honestly, I think I'm gonna go with this for the final. Translucent. Wait a minute. That's how it looks translucent? Interesting. Okay. See where get we're playing around get to with stuff? Okay. So yeah guys, I'm gonna render this and I'm gonna put it on my desktop. This is gonna be the actual render. So not this one. This one for me it's like boring because it's like the same thing. I'm just gonna be putting this one that looks like the plate is radioactive or something. So if I'm doing this, I'd rather make stuff that looks different from the last time instead of being the same thing. At least something different. My God. So here it is doing the render. 400 samples so far. Imagine. It'd be cool if I went to a restaurant and they had this kind of plates. But hopefully they weren't really radioactive. They just have that kind of effect somehow. It'd be like, here's your radioactive cheeseburger. They can make a Simpsons based restaurant. That'll be freaking awesome. Like, here's your donuts. I seriously want to get a good wrist pad. This one, look, it's like nothing almost. It just looks good. It looks good on camera, but if you actually put your wrist on it, it doesn't really. It's not good. I'm not even sure if I should not use it or use it. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even like having it. They could do something better, man. Like in this edge, they can make it more smooth and like more puffed with the cushion, more cushion where the wrist sits. That would be nice. But no, they just make it look cool. Okay, radioactive. I'm just gonna call it like that. Radioactive. Save it on the desktop, and there you go. Radioactive plate. So that's gonna be it. I mean, pretty much. That's everything, guys. So, again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you later. Okay? Have a good night.